Hello, babies. How is everybody doing tonight? My voice is weird because look at my nose. My nose is so red. This week is the coldest week we've had this year. It's probably going to be like the coldest we're going to be this whole year here in Brazil. So everything, I'm constipated. I am sneezing a lot. I am, my allergies. I am so allergic, and I got my gloves. They were stored, and I didn't use them for a long time. So I started sneezing. I'm getting better now. Anyways, babies, how is everybody doing tonight? Hello Vivang, hello Anthony, hello Love, hello Rabbit, hello Banane, hello Rainbow, hello Yassine, hello Marshmallow Princess, hello Becca, hello Wing Light, hello Anthony Thomas, hello everybody, hello PreCure Fan, hello Lilia. Oh my god, we're waiting for Inu. Inu is going to join, so we're going to talk a little bit about GENTLU. And we're going to share our theories. We're going to share what we think is going on with her, what we think her story is going to be like, what we think, because there are lots of things going on in Delicious Party right now. So we want to share our theories. We already know who she is. This stream is obviously going to be full of spoilers. Today we had another leak from Delicious Party, but this leak is like the funniest leak we've ever had in PreCure, in my opinion. Because let me see if I can share it here. This is the leak. This is the toy. This is the doll. This is Finale's doll. Just the head. Someone is selling it on... Is it on eBay? I think it's on eBay. And they're selling lots of, it's on AliExpress actually. They're selling this and lots of other toys from PreCure, like dolls, like heads from PreCure dolls. And this one made it as well, like Finale made it as well. It's probably someone who works at a Chinese factory, and this is a defect head and it's not going to be used as an actual toy. So someone might have sneaked it out of a factory, and they are reselling it on AliExpress. This is so crazy. This is crazy. This is the craziest leak I have ever seen in PreCure. Like a head of a doll leak. What is going on? This is GENTLU's head. This is Amane's head. That's why she's brainwashed, because her head isn't in the right place. Oh god. So, I mean, this makes me very excited because, I mean, her toys are being made, and as we speak, lots of people have seen her already, like toy makers, and like the boxes are probably being done too, so all her arts, everything is like being prepared for us. And I am very excited. I'm very curious for GENTLU. I'm very excited. This is taking spoilers to another level. Exactly. Delicious is having the oddest leaks ever. We had coloring book pages, and someone was committing like the biggest crime when getting those colored book pages, because they ripped those pages out, and they probably ripped them out and ran away from the place. You know, I don't know what happened, but that was insane. Delicious is being a great ride so far. Crazy ride. Oh god. And this is the first time they were able to keep a season under wraps. Like, we didn't have any leaks that showed like at least the colored characters. Are you guys playing Dislight? Where are the Dislight players? Where are you? This game is so nice. I am having a good time playing this game. But I'm trying to play it on a computer. I can't find an emulator. I'm getting angry. I'm getting very angry. We are getting a group attack. We are getting a group attack soon. We don't know exactly when. I think it's gonna be like 12 or 13, but we are. I would fight for a league too. Oh my god. Come on, Dislight players. Start playing Dislight. Come on, non-Dislight players. Start playing Dislight and Genshin as well. I loved Hazo. Oh my god, he's so cute. Too bad he's a 4-star, or too good he's a 4-star, but he's cute. He's very cute. I don't know Felix the cat, no. No, yes, I do, I do. Wait. I do know Felix the cat, yes. This is such an old character. I remember my mom, when she was a child, she knew about it. Like she knew about this, and my mom is 70. I know who Ananzon is. Yes, I know. My favorite sub-attack from Delicious is probably Spicy's sub-attack. I really like the way she spins around. T, oh no, he is so cute. I need to get back to Genshin because sometimes I get in. Sometimes I get in and I play a little bit, but it's been so long. Dark Theory. There is a prophecy. Many memories had to be erased or altered. Takumi comes from an gone land called Ingrediendom. All the citizens were killed and there's a tank with the real Amane. Girl! Here in Brazil, we pronounce it Felix. Felix is the way we pronounce it. Oh my god, Wing Light! Oh my god! Delicious. Since it's spoiler time, it's gotta be some perfect spoilers, so why not put the cure with the catchphrase, I'm perfect. The best. This is the best catchphrase ever we had in PreCure. I mean, what you mean is you want Cure Berry on screen, isn't it? Who doesn't love Cure Berry? Come on, Cure Berry's everything. We love her. We stand Cure Berry in this household. We love her. I want to watch Fresh again. Thank you so much, Winglight. Thank you. Rabbit, it's okay, girl. The live stream will be saved so you can watch after. No issues with that. If you'd like to learn about Inu's theories and everything. Let's get Barry on screen, our queen. We love her. Ta-da! Come, Picky. The dog. We love the dog. Hello, Peach-san. He doesn't look like a tree trunk. Come on, he looks so cute. Hazo. Hazo is such a baby. This is a good place for Barry. Barry has to stand out. Oh yes, I'm definitely gonna share my theories too. I have no idea. I have no idea. Ina's in his. Oh my god! What's going on here? I thought. Girl, we love that he fights physically, like brr, 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 brr. Girl, oh my god, I love that about him. Hello, Inu. I thought. Wait, let me just take the sound off so that we can hear you better. I thought you were not ready yet, so that's why I didn't call you before.
I'm always ready. You just need to
Oh
assume I'm
my
ready.
god.
This time I said something, so you would definitely know.
Yeah, thank you for advising me. So
I'm never late, unlike you.
I have never been late in my whole life.
Videotape don't lie.
Never happened before. Never.
Yeah, well, speaking of brainwashing.
Anyways, we are here today to talk about GENTLU and Amane and Cure Finale and everything else. There are no new leaks. I mean, there is the the doll head,
Yeah.
the decapitated finale. I'm so sorry.
It might have been a
Narcissism
reject
won.
or something, though. It might have been a reject, and then someone just either gave it or is trying to sell it, or who
Yeah,
knows.
and
I mean, they're all made in China, so I don't know.
yeah,
Who knows?
the person who sneaked it out, maybe like of the factory, might not even know what PreCure actually is. Like we don't really know.
Yeah.
But anyways, I am just going to go to the bathroom to sneeze a little bit, and Inu is going
Go
to
to the bathroom to sneeze.
Yeah, away from you, and away from everybody. And Inu will be
Think I'm
here
gonna
on the
catch your
chat.
cold?
Huh?
What do you think I'm gonna do? Catch your cold?
No, you're gonna listen, and I don't want you to listen, but I don't want anyone else to listen. And Inu is gonna be here with you on chat, entertaining you, because Inu is an entertainer.
Well, I don't want to start without you, so.
BRB. No, but you can talk about Dislight. You can talk about, I don't know, how much you love Cure Parfait. Be right back.
Okay. Actually, put some questions in the chat, and I'll see if I can answer them. No personal ones, though. See, I don't think most people I know haven't gotten it. The only person I know that has gotten it is my cousin, but she's the head of the COVID unit here at the hospital. But she got it whenever, what was that, 2020? Yeah, I don't know why he didn't mute himself and just walk off screen and sneeze. Man, it's too hot here to have a cold. My God.
Hello again.
Hello.
Inu is. I gave you the spotlight, Inu. You should have.
Well, it's funny because you haven't caught up on the stream yet for me. It's still an empty
Yeah,
chair.
it will take a little while. Everyone is sick. Yes, everyone is sick. Right now here in Brazil, like we are having the coldest week of the year so far. And
Finale's design, like, wow. Everyone else looks plain compared to her.
I love her design. Her design looks great. Her like, I love the
She's a freaking
colors.
unicorn.
Yeah, I love the colors. I don't know. I just feel like it's very surprising. It's nothing I was expecting, and we were like, I was at least expecting purple cure.
Well, now that it's known, this is our first villain that is a student council. Of course, we had the three from Smile that ran for student council president, but they never got it.
And there are interesting things about finale. One of them being she's the first villain turning cure that is from Earth. Like as far as we know, she's the first villain turning cure that is actually from Earth. If she is from Earth, we don't know if she's an Earthling or if she is.
Cook Kingdom.
Yeah,
Ling.
we don't
Cook
know.
Kingdom and Ling. I have no idea.
Hello, PreCure stands. So yeah, oh yes, it's very cold here in Brazil. A bird in TV even used a scarf. Gorochi, you can find it on Discord.
You want to get
doll.
some of the? You want to get some of the odd bits out of the way first?
Yeah,
Oh, you have a design.
yeah. You should start, and then we will go.
Well, there
forward
was
with it.
there's a interesting thing going on with Yui's grandmother. She's not only the narrator, but she also has all of the, what do you want to call it, parables, I guess, that Yui
Yeah,
utters a lot.
yeah. She is. She might not be. She might not be like
It may not be as simple as it's.
actively participating in the season. Like she is not in the action together with the other characters, but she is almost as important as everybody else because everything that Yui says kind of like reverberates with the girls, and everything that Yui says is something that she learned with her grandmother. So basically, she's like influencing everything since the start of the show. Like Yui became a cure because of her grandmother's sayings. Kokone was able to start opening up because of her grandmother's sayings. Miran also got her groove back and started posting again because of her grandmother. Ren and Kokone started getting along again because of her grandmother. So, I mean, she is a super important character. Super important character in the show.
One of the things that you can kind of see right now is the similarity of the back of her hair is kind of resembles Komi right now in her, I don't know what you want to call it, little kid form. I don't know.
I have a little Kome picture here.
And the reason I bring that up is because her name was uttered one time by Ran's mother. It's Oyono or Oyone. She's referred to as Oyone-san. And I looked it up in the subtitles, and it's written in hiragana, but that may be on purpose so that they don't reveal anything. But you can actually derive the kanji for rice out of her name.
And that would make a lot of sense.
It's a very old way of doing it, which would kind of match, with her age, because it's not really written that way anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But that's very interesting. That of all the words you could derive from it, it happens to be rice, which is Yui's basic theme, right?
Yeah, and Kome's theme as well.
Yeah, exactly.
And we cannot forget that Kome is the only mascot that is different than the others. Like, she is special. And, like, okay.
It's very possible that, speculate however you want. Yeah, it's very possible she could have been a cure. It's very possible anything could have happened.
And there's, like, remember the Doki Doki movie? When we had the grandmother, Mana's grandmother, and she was like a big part of the story, and she was also part of like the magical part of the show, of the movie. Maybe Komekame has something to do with Yui's grandmother. I don't know. I don't
I
know
don't know.
because
There is some definite. I'm trying to figure out which perspective is she telling. Is she telling the story from a future perspective, or is she telling it from a past perspective? Is what I'm trying to figure out.
I think she is telling the story as a storyteller, as in someone who is not inside the story. Like, you know,
Could be.
I think like it's like a an artistic way because you are putting someone inside the story that is not actually in the story, and she was using they're using the same voice, but might not be like directly the same character. Her grandmother in the show is one character, and the narrator, it could kind of like be her grandmother if she was reading a book that was telling the Delicious Party story. I don't know.
And I'm not 100% sure. Like the O part of her name, I think it's an honorary prefix. It's a polite way of saying a name to like someone you respect. And so I think it's just Yone, which again you can derive the kanji of
From Rice.
rice. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
derive komi from that.
Yeah. And
So
yeah, my theory
go ahead.
right now is the same as Terry Miracle is saying. The grandma is kind of like reborn as Komekame, not directly, but like maybe her powers, or like I don't know, she had some sort of energy, and that energy is reborn in Komekame. That is why Komekame is special, you know, because there is this
Well, it could also be that like she was her past partner as well.
could be
Let's not
could be
forget.
the
Let's not forget
partner is
that.
reborn. I don't know, because there is.
She said that she was a special energy fairy. So
Yeah, and like you could say, oh, she's just like that to sell toys, like for promo and everything. And yes, PreCure does this, but at the same time, they're always trying to interchange the toys with the story. You know, it's not always gratuitous. You know, they're just throwing the
yeah, and
toys
I mean
there.
this is a very specific reference
Yeah.
in her name. That's a very
Yes.
specific. I mean, it could have been anything, and but it happens to be that.
Yeah.
So I don't think that was by accident. So
Yeah. I
and
don't
another
either.
and that brings up another question. Like, how does Don's mother know Yui's grandmother?
Well, I think Yui's grandmother was an important not an important, but like someone from Oishina town that was very loved by the neighbors and everybody else. An old lady who's very wise and who cooks and who must be very kind. You know,
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
just saying, what
like
was their relationship? Is what I want to know.
I think it's just like a cook, not a cooking, but like a both of them like Renan's parents were both like searching for the legendary um, flavor, and Yui's grandmother also had her restaurant, so they must have had like connections and friendships. I don't think there's something big there, but I think that it shows that her grandmother was someone who was someone important, someone who was viewed as someone to be respected and someone very wise in terms of like cooking and also her sayings, like the way she sees life. You know.
So I'll just move on to just a small little thing. You know, Secret Toru, like when she steps out of character and looks to the side, she always ends up uttering what's on her mind. I wonder if that's some kind of tick to her character.
Yeah, I
I
have
don't
a
know.
question about her. Secret Toru. Is it related to secret or is it related to secretary?
I don't know.
We don't because
I mean, I postulated both, but there's really nothing to.
yeah, because I thought it was secret, but then secretary makes a lot of sense on how she is she is taking things forward with Godot. Like she seems like his secretary.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose so.
Hello,
I would
Levy. Good
hope it.
evening.
I would hope it would be a little bit more grander than that, but
Maybe she's both things. She's a secretary and she holds a secret. Because I would love if there was like a twist and she was actually Godot's. You know? Something like that.
um, Well, I mean, it's the interesting thing is that I'm wondering if they're just all not all of them are not a part of him because uh Amane inner Amane, Blue Eyes Amane is fighting against something. Is she fighting against her own mind or is she fighting against because remember like in Go Princess when they had Shut and Kuroro were fused together. But so far nothing really suggests that it's anything like that.
Yeah, we'll get into Amane Amane's story, but I don't think like I think that all her actions as Gentlu are because of the brainwashing. You know,
Um Yeah, I
I
mean it's either that or it's an entity.
maybe.
Um though the summaries do suggest that it actually is manipulation. Um let's see. I just want to get these small things out of the way. Oh, the cat theme that's around the cat is a ever surfacing thing around town, like the big one in the town square. You got a picture of that, don't you?
I do. Let me
I
find it
think I
here.
sent you some. Yeah, you got that one, and then you got the one at
Yeah.
the school. Pretty sure there was one in Pretty Holic as well. Um, Yui's restaurant, Yui's mother's restaurant had one.
Yeah,
The Almond Rice,
everywhere in
yeah,
Oishina
the
town,
Almond
this
Rice
cat
one
is
had a good
present.
one. The one in the last episode had a good one right there on the countertop.
Yes.
Um, the the uh the beckoning cat, yeah. Unfortunately, that one doesn't have any. The street signs as well that are hung up on the buildings have a cat like image.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's that one. I thought I took a screenshot of it of around town.
You do, but I don't think there are any street signs in it. Oh yeah, there
Yeah,
is.
it's called a Mainiki Neko. Sometimes I think it's called a lucky cat or it's called a beckoning cat. Anyways, the street signs in the town have a like a circle with some ears on it, and then like a fork and a spoon to the side.
Yeah, and they are in like all the different streets with all the different
Yeah, there it
foods,
is. There
right?
it is. That's it, right there. It's like a plate with ears, and then it has a fork and a knife on
Mm-hmm.
either side. Yeah, it's everywhere. So I don't know that like the town seems to have some sort of lore behind that.
Yeah, because that's what T said in chat. Uh, Godots, we haven't seen Godots directly, but there are a lot of cat imagery when it comes to the villains, and the Bundru gang is literally in on top of a cat like mountain, and the
Yeah, it looks like
face.
the Cheshire cat from Alice in
Yeah, it
Wonderland.
does. And the face that Godots kind of has, it kind of resembles a cat. And then we have the new bento box that they're using since episode 10. It also looks like a cat. It's like cat shaped.
Yeah,
So,
the bento box has been changed now to have cat-like ears, and then also when Rosemary looked at it, we see the silhouette of Godats,
of Godots,
the
yeah.
one that we have been. So like,
And that part is a part, like, I didn't really understand that. I didn't really,
I
like,
think what it is, yeah, it's that right there. I think what it is like, I don't know if it was emanating from that box or whatever, because it was open at the time when that happened.
yeah, and I don't know if that was supposed to be like, oh, Rosemary noticed something, or it was to show the viewers. You know, like the characters did not see that. It was something like to showcase that
Yeah,
something was going on.
it's either that or like she's holding her face, like she's in pain, and then they show the silhouette like she's under the influence or something. That's what it looks like, but
Yeah, and
it could be interpreted both ways.
so since we're talking about cats, we have to remember right in the was it in the first episode of Delicious or was it in the second?
It was in the first episode when Yui was flashing back from her childhood. You're gonna
Yeah,
talk
and
about
so
the
so we
cat she
see
nursed?
wasn't it in the second episode?
No, it was in the first episode.
In the first episode, wasn't she crying because someone bullied her?
She was crying, yes. Yeah,
And
she was crying, and then her grandmother gave her a onigiri, and then she got happy and saw the recipe. And Takumi is also there. You can see part of Takumi there as
yeah,
well in that memory.
but it wasn't there like a moment that she kind of like helped a
That
cat.
yeah,
Well, it was in
that
episode
moment
two,
came.
wasn't it?
That moment came later.
But it was in
That
episode
moment
two.
came. Was it in episode 2?
I
Okay,
think it
well it's in
was.
episode 2, wherever the hell it is. Uh,
Yeah, what we're trying to say here is that there was a flashback in right in the first moments of Delicious that Yui, a child Yui, helped a little cat, and she nurtured that little cat when she was a child. At the same time, we have a town, Oishina town, that is a town that has lots of imagery of lucky cats everywhere, like in school, in like around town, in shops, everywhere. This cat is there everywhere. And we have the villain side of Delicious, which also has lots of cat imageries. So cats
yeah,
are in season. Lots of cat stuff are being shown in Delicious Party right now. This is a scene that happened in episode 2. This screenshot happened in episode 2. Like, this is a flashback that happened in episode 2. Yui nurtured this cat that she found on the street, and her grandmother helped her. And this was a very important moment for Yui. And I wonder if this cat can be Godot. I think you were the one who showcased.
yes, I said that.
Who showed
The
that
reason I
theory.
said that is the reason I said that was because it's similar to how the lore of the beckoning cat actually, or at least one of them. There's several different ones that, I mean, believe what you want to believe, but it all pretty much like revolves around either the cat saving the human or the human saving the cat. So
Yeah. Yui's grandmother is dead. This was clear last episode. Like, we didn't
yeah,
know before, but in episode 10, the narrative made
that
it
was a
clear
shrine.
that she passed away.
Yeah, that was a shrine.
Yeah.
That was an offering they had on there.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So I think we should get into GENTLU now.
well,
And-
one more thing about the cat at the Bundler game.
Mm.
So the Mainiki Neko actually, depending which paw is up, has a different meaning.
Mhm.
And people can look that up if they want to. I won't read it, but the one where it has both paws up, which is kind of what the one at the Bundler game looks like, it has both paws up, is an expression of greed. So, and what are they doing?
Yeah. They're trying to have all the SCPs for themselves.
Yep.
And well, that's an interesting thing. And another thing that I find like interesting is the whole villain thing of this season. I've seen some people commenting and saying that this is not as like the goal of the villains in this season isn't as serious as past seasons. But we don't really know Godot's goal. Like, as we didn't know Butler's goal in Tropical-Rouge, for example. We only knew that by the end of the show. And right now, all we know is that Godot wants all the SCPs for himself. Why? We have absolutely no idea. It can be something like... it could be like that little cat that Yui helped and saved. We don't know. But like, it could be another cat that was hungry on the streets and was kind of like always wanting to eat something but could never eat because it was always hungry, and then a dark energy took form in him and became Godot, and now he wants all the food for himself. We have no real idea on how things could go now, but so far, like, stealing the SAPPs isn't something that is like hurting people. but it's definitely hurting businesses around Oishina town.
Yeah, interesting. Also, the poster visual has the cat with one paw up. I mean, with the right paw up, but everyone in the episode has their left paw up. So I don't know if that was a mistake or if that was meaning to mean
Maybe.
something.
Or it's or it might be, I don't know, maybe they just
I
mirrored
mean,
the cat when
well,
before
I
putting it
mean,
on the
mistakes
image.
happen. Mistakes happen in
Yeah.
animation, so
Left paw, more customers, right paw, money.
yeah. So that's why the left paw one makes sense in the where we've seen it so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, see that one has its right paw up on the left side.
Yeah. Do you want to say something else about other stuff, or do you want to go to GENTLU now?
Uh,
Or Amane?
yeah, I think the majority of it's to GENTLU, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
let's
think so.
talk about GENTLU. Uh, the first thing that I find interesting about her is that, like, when Delicious Party was revealed, when the website was open, we, like, with PreCure in general, let's not only focus on Delicious, like, with PreCure in general, when the website is open, we usually have the cures, and that's it. When it comes to Delicious Party, we had the cures, we had Rosemary, we had Takumi, and we had Gentlu. And it was like, I don't know if it was like the first time, but that is not usual to happen, to have the
Well, I
villains
want to
being
say it happened
revealed.
in Healing Good with Darizan, but
No, it
it may have
didn't.
been a visual
It
leak.
didn't.
It may
What happened
okay.
with Daruizen was a toy that was announced, and there was like a little picture of Daruizen, but it was closer to the release of the first episode. It was not together with the website. So like when we saw Gently, we were like, okay, fourth cure, mid season cure. Like we were all saying that, we were all calling it. So it happened. It was very clear for us, like for us who have been following PreCure for a while. Like showcasing a villain this early must mean that this villain is very important to the show, and something that happened in PreCure in the past was that we usually had one villain attacking, and then we would only have another villain attacking when this first villain was defeated. Nowadays, this dynamic has shifted, and it's not like that. The villains, they are shuffled, they shuffle amongst themselves, and it's not happening with Delicious Party. The only one that has attacked in the first 10 episodes is Gentlu. So Gentlu is the only villain attacking. Secretary is working behind the scenes. Narciso is working behind the scenes. And the only villain in action is her. So this is also another interesting way of
There,
crafting the character, I
there
think.
was one thing I noticed in episode 1 with Secret is that Narciso was there. He was there. He was actually standing there. You just couldn't see him. And she shifts her gaze over at him in his direction, and then starts to utter that he's too slow. Or, but I don't know if she was talking to him or if she was talking to Gentilug. But definitely after that, he was not present anymore. And every time she did that, it had to have been in her. It had to be throwing shade at her. So
Yeah. And what else about her? Another interesting thing that we learned after a while. I mean, we and then finale leaked right after the first episode, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, and then
Finale,
we got the line in the episode 2.
yeah, and then like finale leaked before episode 2 or after. Like I don't know if it was before episode 1, but I think it was before episode 2.
It was after. It
After
was
episode
like
1, before
first or
episode
second
2.
week of February. Yeah.
Okay, and then we learned that we saw her human form in the leaks. But then in the show, after a while, her human form appeared, and we learned that she was the student council president at school. And we didn't know at that point, that we didn't really know that she was being controlled. Like we didn't really know what Gentlu was up to, and like the red eye thing. But then in the leaks would be we saw that Gentlu, Amane, in her regular form, in her human form, had blue eyes. So we knew something was up. We just didn't know what that was. And now it's kind of clear. What's going on in the show is kind of clear. It's clear that it's brainwashing. She's not thinking straight. Because we saw in episode 10 glimpses of Amane, like the real Amane. And she thinks, the way she thinks is the opposite way of how Gentlu is acting. So it's clear that what GENTLU is doing is not supported by actual Amane, right?
Uh, yeah, and I was just typing there for a second. T said that Chikaru might be her older sister, and that's something you and I've talked about a lot. That I thought that maybe they might be her older sister and her older brother.
Yes.
And she's the young one. And it's often pointed out when I say that oh well no, the fruits parlor is run by their family. Well, okay, but we don't know anything about their mom and dad. I mean, for all we know, this is a
For all we
family
know,
operation.
yeah, for all we
Yeah.
know, Secretoru and Narcissoru could be working at the fruits parlor.
Yeah.
You know, because there's this other thing about her too. Uh, all the cures in the season, they have some sort of restaurant. Their family have some sort of restaurant. When it
Yep.
comes to Amane slash Gentlu, her family has a fruits parlor, so it's a little different than the others. So her family has a fruits parlor. The fruits parlor itself hasn't appeared in the show yet, but it has been mentioned because they have bought gummies from the fruits parlor. I think it was in episode 4 that they brought gummies from the parlor and they ate the gummies. So they meant that was the first time that it was mentioned. And
Yeah, I think
then
it was episode 5.
episode 5, okay. So after that, in episode 10, we see that being mentioned again when
Yeah, Don mentions it.
Ran mentions that she is the daughter of the Kasai family, which has the fruits parlor called Kasai. And like as you said, we don't know anything about this fruits parlor. We saw the fruits parlor in the leak, but the leak can be like can the fruits parlor in the show can be a little different. We don't know if they're gonna follow through with the leak up until the end, right? It might be something different.
Yeah, I mean it's obviously going to look a bit different than the initial designs that they gave to the companies to make those toys, but
Yeah, this is what we have so far. So, like, this is the Kasai Fruits Parlor, but we don't really know if this is gonna look exactly the same in the show, but probably similar. It looks very cute, but it hasn't appeared yet. But it has been mentioned. They know about it. They have been. At least Rosemary has been to the Fruits Parlor. We don't know.
yeah, and that makes me wonder who knows who. At some point, they got to suspect that she is the student council president. At some point,
Yeah, this.
but it's not. And in the
Yeah,
magazine, it shows basically that her hat blew off, and they knew who she was. And I'm thinking, well, it's got to be a little bit more than that.
I don't think so. I think they're not gonna suspect her at all.
I don't know. I
I
mean,
don't
I
think they're
feel
gonna.
like they are because I
I
mean
don't
they've
think they will.
already pretty much dropped. They figured out Ron's alter ego on the Cure Star, so it's kind of it's not a stretch to think that they're gonna figure it out, or at least
But they
suspect it.
didn't really like. They thought she was a member of the Bundle Gang. So like both Kokone and
Well, they didn't say that. They
they
didn't
said
say
it.
that
They
directly.
no, they said it. They said that they thought that she was part of the Bundle Gang. That was Kokone's and Yui's perception. So they're not the smartest when it comes to this, and Ran is definitely gonna not gonna be the one to outsmart them.
We'll see.
But Rosemary, on the other hand, might see it, might understand it. Ran, I like after episode 6, 7, Ran could have already noticed it, and she didn't. So, I mean, the show had other things to take care of, so they were not going to focus on this. But I don't think they're going to suspect her at all. Like, they're going to be, oh my god, it's the student council president. I can't believe it. Oh
No, it's probably
no.
going to be similar to Fresh, and where they suspect it, and then finally, until it was confirmed, then they just didn't like. Love didn't want to believe it.
Yeah,
So
I don't know. I don't think there is going to be this suspicion. I think maybe Rosemary, but I don't
yeah,
think like
maybe.
I don't think they're going to say anything to the other girls about it, you know. They're going to keep it a secret. I think. Let's see. Let's see.
So let's see.
So there like uh so we've seen brainwashing in PreCure before in other couple of instances, especially in terms of like mid-season cures. And we've seen it happen in Go Princess, we've seen it happen in Sweet, and now we see it happening again. In Sweet, we had Satan, who was Hummy's friend, and she was brainwashed into becoming um, a villain and start attacking and going after the notes. But in Sweet, they used this feeling of selfishness and this feeling of envy that Satan was feeling towards Hummy, even though they were friends. And so they used that and amplified that to brainwash her. I
And that's the
think,
thing about brainwashing. Like, it's always something that causes you to have a weakness that gets taken advantage of. That's how brainwashing works.
yeah, but in terms of Amane, it seems I feel like it's a different case because I don't think she has something in her to attack the SCPPs. You know, like I don't think there is a feeling inside of her that wants to do that, even not admitting it. Maybe there are other weaknesses they're exploiting, but not the SCPPs themselves. You know.
No, I don't think it's that either. I think it's basically something other, some other feeling or something that is being exploited. But what is actually doing the exploiting, I don't know. Maybe the mask has something to do with it.
Well, the mask is definitely what's controlling her, or like what is giving her. No, the mask is the item of transformation for GENTLU, right?
Because it
Uh,
did show she could summon her bento box in her civilian form, so.
yeah, because like she has the powers. It seems, but what matters is her mask. Like when she takes her mask off, she de-transforms, and when she puts it on, she becomes GENTLU. So like the mask is her magical item to like her transformation
Well,
item.
and
Let's say
the
let's
simplest
call it like this.
definition of a mask is a false face.
Yes, and I remember there were certain debates whether like who is the real person? Is it Gentlu or is it Amane? And right now it's clear that it's Amane, right? It's clear that Amane is the one that is the real one, and Gentlu is like her alter ego or something.
Um, so let's talk about episode 10. Or let's talk about 9 and 10. 9 and 10 basically have shown us now that Narciso is the quote unquote puppeteer. Lots of theater is going on with this. He's basically comparing her to being attached to strings like a marionette. And he even says it's his, like, he derives fun out of doing that to her. So if he's not the raid boss, I don't know what is.
I
Because usually the big boss that's hidden is not usually the
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 main
in
villain.
game boss. Yeah.
Yeah. And he like it seems that he is the one that is brainwashing her. Like he is the one that is using some sort of power to erase what she has in her mind and put something else there to make her act like GENTLU and to make her go after the recipes. And at first, I was like, okay, so when you have a brainwashing situation, you choose a victim because of something, right? So he chose GENTLU. And he seems to be a sadistic person. He likes to see her suffer. And he like made it kind of clear that he wanted he enjoyed it, you know. But why did he choose GENTLU? Why did he choose Amane to brainwash? If this is a family thing, if this is a family relationship, I think that there are lots of answers to that. One of them being even like protecting her. Like if you are controlling someone and you are brainwashing her and you're brainwashing that person when they're acting and when they come back to normal, they might not remember what they did. So they're like hiding the truth from the little sister. The little sister is working with them, and the little sister is doing everything she's doing to help the boss, but without tainting her soul. You know, she is still the little sister. They're still protecting her. But I think that they chose her because she is younger and she still has the power of seeing the recipes. Because it's told in the show that after you grow a little older than the other, after you grow a little older, you stop seeing recipes. And when you're a child, the younger you are, the more you can see them. And the girls are in that age that they can kind of see the recipes, and with the power of the cures, they can really see them. And we can see that
Yeah.
Amane can also see the recipes. So I think that's why
Albeit
they
they are
chose her.
transparent. Albeit they're transparent.
Yeah, they're
When it
not as
shows her point of
strong.
view, they're transparent.
Yeah, they're not as strong as a view of a cure, but Amane can see them. So I think that's why they chose Amane to brainwash. Like maybe she is the little sister, and because of her being the little sister, she shared that she can see little fairies going around, you know, and because of that, they started to brainwash her to work into working for them because it would be easier for her to attack and capture the SCPs since she's able to see the SCPs. How can you capture something you can't see? So it's easier for her.
And the other thing that happened in episode 10 was that at the very end of the battle, she says Sumanai, which is an expression of that you're sorry, but
Regret.
it's also an expression of remorse for what you've done. Albeit it's a very informal way to do it. The way it was written for the subs was a little ambiguous. When I first saw it, I thought she was talking to Precious in the Cures, but it's also very equally as possible that that she was talking to not only them but the Respipis that she had just harmed. Or she could be talking to the Respi. I don't know. Basically, she's talking to the collective of people from her point of view.
Yeah, my
But
interpretation was that she was asking Cure Precious. She was saying sorry for Cure Precious specifically, because I feel like episode 10 tried to tie together Yui and Amane and like GENTLU and Precious, you know, because Precious is the one to say Gohan wa egao, or food is smiles, which is a saying of her grandmother. And Amane was brainwashed when Yui told her that. But even brainwashed, she was able to keep the message inside of her, and the real Amane learned the message. And this was one of the things that made her, like, the real Amane, knowing food is smiles, made her understand that what she was doing was wrong. And also, she saw that SCP suffering, and that was a hard scene to watch. Actually, it was very sad. And she saw that SCPs suffer, and together with Yui's message, she got a little like it kind of dawned on her that she was doing something wrong, and I feel like that's why I think the message was kind of directed to Precious, like sorry for hurting them, and kind of like at the same time, thank you for saving them. Like there was this feeling inside of her, like that she was not doing something right, and Precious stopped that. So that's why I think it was kind of directed to her. I don't know.
Well, the people that I asked about it just to make sure said that it was very possible that it could also be just directed at the people in the everybody. But Miluda, the one that did our movie interview, uh, she said that she thought that it was also that she was talking to the Respipis specifically because she can't she can't like them in her current form. She can't like the Respipis in her current form
Mm-hmm.
due to the mind control.
Yeah, that makes sense too.
And then when she hears the screams, she's realized what she's done.
Mm-hmm.
So
And I still wonder what Narcisso's goal is. Like, because I think, like, after we know that GENTLU is going to be purified, and the mind control thing is going to go away.
well, wait, let's back up. Let's back up before we get into that. Remember the scans?
Yes.
Remember the scans? Okay. Where did it go? Yeah. So in the scans, the language of it was very specific about what Precious said. Precious said, "We will get you back. We will get Amane back, body and mind, no matter what." That's a pretty specific reference. Do the cures learn what he's doing? In other words, is there a confrontation where she's about to turn and then he and then he captures her back? Because there was the scene that or there was the picture that showed that he was carrying her off.
Yeah. Yeah, in those scans, like that was when they discover she is Amani. But
Right.
it's like probably something in the fight is going to make the mask fall off, and she's going to become Amani, and she's probably going to faint. Maybe because the effects are wearing off, right? And based on episode summaries, in this not on episode summaries, based on the scans, in this moment he's gonna get her, and he's probably gonna tell them that he's gonna do something to them, so she becomes even more. I don't know the word. Like he becomes even more in control of her. I don't know. And then she is going to come back, even like because what we see in this moment is hesitation, right?
Yeah, and in the previous episode.
Yeah, and then she's gonna come back with no hesitation at all. She's gonna come back with everything she has to rack the recipes, and that is unhinged. Yes, thank you, Vera. That's a very good word. She's gonna come back unhinged, and she's gonna come back and she's going to try her best to be the perfect GENTLU, but the girls are gonna stop her, and they're going to purify her body and mind. Probably because they understand that's. They understand that something is controlling her, or maybe Secretoru, Narcisoru outright tells them that he is controlling her. So they understand, and since she can see the recipes, they know that there is something good about her.
And my thought just went out of my head.
Essentially, what went down with Twilight, yes, and Lulu, yeah. I think it's more or less going to be the same thing. I think it's going to be a little different than Cure Beat, but more similar to more similar to
Twilight.
To Twilight and to Twilight, I think. But and Magical was saying Twilight was better as Twilight. I agree, but I like when you put Twilight and GENTLU side by side. I mean, I'm not able to compare because Twilight is like years and years and years prior to GENTLU. You know, GENTLU. I think that GENTLU was never really made to look like a ruthless villain. You know, so I feel like the show is kind of trying to make us embrace GENTLU.
It would clash with her overall theme.
Yeah, because there is this theme.
She has a code of
about her.
ethic that she.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has a code of ethics. She repeats it over and over again.
I steal, but I don't use violence. It's kind of like that, right?
The gentleman's thief, yes.
Yeah. So, as a villain, Twilight was way better, in my opinion, obviously. So, I feel like.
Well, I mean, the friggin' fight scene.
Come on, we're not gonna have something like that. I mean, Twilight was so cool.
You never
as a
know.
villain.
The writing has been super stellar here. The writing has been super stellar.
Definitely.
And this episode was not a really big episode, but it was big enough, and some of the big names were working on it. You could definitely see it. Without even seeing the credits.
Yeah, I think that in terms of writing, I think like we never had something like Delicious. Like, never.
Yeah, the writing is freaking galaxy brain.
Yeah, when it comes to the 10 first episodes, I don't think we have better writing in PreCure, point blank. I don't think we did. Like,
yeah, and this is not just my opinion. This is opinion of other people I've talked to, and you know.
Yeah,
obviously, they know.
Obviously, I think when it comes to opinions, people will say things differently. But one of the things that I am really enjoying about Delicious is the pacing, because we didn't have this whole start of the season like being very fast. You know, we didn't have something like that.
Yeah.
So,
well, to be fair, they didn't have to because there's no movie. To be fair.
Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, basically, I think since about episode 6 or 7, they've been leaving tiny little breadcrumbs that lead into the next episode or in the next 2 or 3 episodes. Like, remember when we got the summaries for the reveal that the Cristar user was Ron?
Yeah.
Remember? Yeah, remember how excited I was? I was like, oh my god, this is Galaxy Brain writing.
That was very good. Like, they've been showing Ran since the start, going to those restaurants and posting them. And I was like, okay, they're just building Ran's character. But not really. Like, there was a bigger reason for that.
There was a reason she was there, yeah.
And even if it was just for her as a character, you know, just building her as a character like a blogger, that would have been cool as well. But it was not only that. Like, they built something so grand around her and around her blogging.
And it took absolutely no episode time to do it. She's basically a Masako.
She is.
Unofficially.
Oh, God. Okay, Inu, you have to watch the Owl House. Let's watch the Owl House.
Probably not right now. I have 54 titles I'm watching.
Oh my god. How can you do that?
Very carefully.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I'm, you know, and I know you disagree with me on this. I think that at the very end, when she finally does get turned, she becomes Finale, she's going to struggle after that a little bit with her humanity. Or it's just going to be a little bit awkward for her because she's been under this control for so long, and it's going to be sort of awkward. And I think at times she's going to still remember what she did and have, you know, these breakdown type situations.
I think this is how I think things are going to go after she becomes Finale.
And Yui will be there to help and give her grandmother's advice and etc.
Oh yeah, definitely. That is something that will definitely happen before she becomes Finale.
Yeah.
There will be one specific saying that her grandmother says that will help her become Finale. Because I think that there is going to be some sort of road for them to go. Like, they purify Finale. Like they purified GENTLU. Let's suppose they purified GENTLU in episode 13, for example. I don't know. After that, let's suppose that she's going to become finale in episode 17, 18. We don't know when, but if we go based on the last few seasons, that is when it's going to happen. I think that all the other episodes after she gets back to being Amane is Amane adjusting and the girls helping Amane to adjust, you know? And I think there's going to be a lot of lore of why Amane was chosen, why they were targeting her as the brainwashing situation, you know. I think it's going to be kind of like La Mer, you know. They're going to work with her before she becomes finale. And then
and that's been a success, and that's been a successful model.
Yes.
As opposed to, you know, before, well.
Yeah, because they can go two different routes when it comes to the mid-season cure. Bring in a new character, like they did in past seasons, like for example, Ace and Earth, like totally new, brand new characters that didn't exist before they became the mid-season cures. And
they got to spend part of the mid-season developing them.
Yeah, and then they can develop them after, or they can do like half and half. Like for example, they like what they did with Fortune. They started telling the Fortune story before, and then after she became Pure Fortune, they worked more with her, like Ease, like Scarlet. Or like they can work with the story before they become a cure, like they did with La Mer. And I think that's what they're gonna do with finale. I think she is kind of going to adjust to the group before becoming finale, and after she becomes finale, I think she's kind of going to be the student council president, you know, like she's gonna assume that role inside the group. Like she's going to be the correct one. She's going to be like the gentle one, the one that is always doing the right things in the right way, and she's going to correct when things are wrong, and she's going to be very strict with the girls and with the villains. I think it's going to be something like that. I think she's going to keep her
now here comes another question though. They're going to have to replace her with another Toru type character.
Yeah. I think after a little while, it's gonna be Narcissoru. Like, after she's purified, it's gonna be Narcissoru.
No, I mean, they'll have to bring in a whole new character. That's what I think.
But that might be in the mid-season, not now.
That's what I'm saying. They'll have to do it eventually. Because it'll be down to
they
2.
They don't have to do that. They can, but they might not be. But they might not.
They've always done in the past.
Sweet never did that.
Yeah, because there was 3 villains already.
Yeah, but
I'm saying it's never 2. At least I don't remember it being that way.
Yeah, it's never been 2, but Delicious Party is breaking lots of rules.
I mean, I just think that they're gonna probably eventually just maybe bring some other.
What if it's Takumi?
I mean, I'm still wondering, why does he have the same mask that they do? I mean, it doesn't really mean anything, but.
It
like
definitely does mean something. I mean,
no. I mean, it doesn't mean that automatically he's evil or whatever. What I'm saying is that masks are meant to hide your identity.
Yeah, because look, I don't think there's a Fennel picture here. I don't think I have a Fennel picture like ready here. I'm gonna try to find one. But if I remember correctly, Fennel, I have one here. Fennel has, but I don't think it's visible in this picture. He has a delicious stone, doesn't he?
No, he just has an ornament on his coat. That's all he has.
But isn't that a delicious stone?
No, because Rosemary has the same thing on his, on his jacket.
But that was his oh, okay.
No. The delicious stone was a necklace. Yeah. They have I don't know what it's called. It's where you pin the jacket across your chest.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's like a little heart design. Yeah.
Yeah, half of the heart, right?
Yeah, you can't see it in that, but there's another one where he's walking towards him.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the picture, but I can't.
I think it's in episode 2. He's walking towards the zoom looking thing, the view
Oh,
screen,
okay.
and you can yeah, you can see his front chest and everything, and there's a, I don't know what it's called, a button. It's like right below his left shoulder where where the jacket would fasten across the chest.
Yeah, I thought that was his delicious stone, but yeah, now that you say it, might not
He
be.
does. I mean, he does talk about it like he might have one, or he knows what it is at least.
Hmm.
Um, the only other thing is, like, if you look in the intro, there's a very good close up of Takami's hat, and it does have a complete delicious stone looking type thing, like it's two halves. But I don't know if that's just something that maybe Rosemary gives up to give him the power. But I
But
mean, he's
Rosemary
wearing the
doesn't have
mask.
this power anymore, so it's
Yeah,
not.
see on the left side there. Yeah, on the
Yeah,
left side.
it's not
Yeah.
like he is gonna get this power somehow, but it's not from Rosemary. Probably not from Rosemary because Rosemary does not know who he is. Uh, Rosemary kind of like
Well,
Takumi reminds
he has like
Rosemary of something.
they both have like deja vu. It seems like
Yeah,
otherwise the way Takumi responds usually is just to kind of deflect, like he does know. But I
yeah.
mean, that's
Takumi
not
is
definitive.
not. He is not being honest about what he knows. Like not being honest, but like he's not saying everything. It seems he's not saying everything he knows
Yeah,
about Rosemary.
he just rudely responds and deflects. That's what he
Yeah,
does.
yeah,
But
and like we
it's
don't
just
know.
weird the way that he's dressed. He does look like one of the captains from the cooking. That's what I'm saying. Like, he looks exactly like one of them.
Yeah, and there is there's like what we were saying before. He has a mask. And the mask that he has is exactly the same as the other members of the Banduru gang,
Except
except Gentlu,
he,
because Gentlu
well,
has a different mask,
his is black, and the other ones are like a shade of purple or maroon.
but they're
Yeah,
different colors, aren't they?
yeah, yeah.
Like
And
what's her name?
I mean,
Secretoru has one color,
yeah,
Narcisoru has
it's
another,
maroon.
doesn't he?
Yeah, and it's like a dark green. Yeah.
Like they have different colors, and when it comes to like the masks themselves are different. The masks are the same, except for Gentlu's mask, because Gentlu's mask is a brainwashing mask, or I don't know. Like her mask is different. She is not acting in her own will. Different than Secretoru and Narcisoru. And Black Pepper also has the same mask, kind of like the same mask. So, mm,
I don't know. I mean, I did postulate that they may be going for like a Three Musketeers type theme for the captains,
but yeah, I think
which would make Takumi like basically D'Artagnan.
yeah, and there is another thing because in the opening we see Rosemary Fennel and a secret figure.
Yeah, yeah, another one.
We don't know who the secret figure is. We have theorized that Fennel could be Takumi's father. We don't know, but we have also like there's also this mysterious figure. This mysterious figure might be the one related to Takumi as well. We don't know
Well,
either.
they all seem to be named for Mediterranean spices, so I don't know. And then there's the mysterious G letter that's on that purse that the king gave Rosemary, that his supposedly his master's, whatever that is. I know people were saying, "Oh, it's G for Gentlu."
I think it's G for gold, like it's
I
something
think it's G
very,
for gold too.
very
I don't think it means
basic.
anything.
But Rosemary's master is probably going to come into play at a certain point. I think it's his mother. I like there is something about Rosemary's mother
I don't know.
because
It's a hooded figure turned around and blacked out, so it's kind of like
oh
they don't
yeah,
want us to
yeah,
know who the hell that is.
yeah. I think like it might be a third party. Like they might have been a trio, like Rosemary, Fennel, and that third member. This third member might have betrayed them and went on to the other side. Like, we don't really know. We don't really know what's going on. But, like,
Yeah, Ginger was another one that I think I
oh,
tweeted out.
Ginger. I would love
Yeah,
that.
because
Cure
they're
Ginger, where are
basically
you?
Mediterranean spices. At least the two of them are. And
And black
ginger would,
pepper. I don't know if black pepper is Mediterranean, but it's also a spice. So,
yeah. And so ginger is also another one that would fit into that.
oh, I would love this name, Ginger. I love ginger spice. But yeah, there is this hooded figure, and oh, so I was talking about Takumi's mask before. So as we were saying, it's basically the same mask as Siguritoru and Narcistoru have, which leads me to another thing. Takumi's power seems to be seems to come from the Cookingdom because he has a full delicious stone. He's going to probably fight with the girls.
There's the same tailor.
Yes, and but he has the same mask as the villains. This makes me wonder. This makes me believe that Cookingdom and the Banderu Gang are very close because, like, you're getting your powers from one source, and something about it is exactly the same from the other source. So I wonder if they're from actually like the same source. Both of them are from the same source. So right now I'm believing that both Cookingdom and the Banderu Gang are very, very close.
Put, let's see, parsley, basil, garlic, oregano, sage, and cilantro. That's what I postulated the guy's name might be that we don't see.
It could be a woman too. We don't know.
Well, man, woman. I'm giving the names.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not. I'm not genderizing them.
Okay. Yeah, but there's also like I wonder why the show hasn't shown us the fruits parlor, the Kasai fruits parlor, because they
I'm wondering
can
if I'm
like
wondering if it's in the Western. What do they call it? Western Street or Western Food Street?
I think it's somewhere else because the three streets that they're focusing right now are like the
Chinese,
three girls
Japanese. Yeah, Chinese, Japanese, and
and
I
Western.
can't. I
Yeah,
think. Yeah, I think it's called Western. I think that's what it's called.
at least in the subs they're calling it Western. I don't know
Yeah,
like the
I didn't
actual
pay much
Japanese
attention.
term,
I didn't pay
but
much attention to it.
yeah. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze, but I think it's somewhere else, like not in any street, because it's fruits, so it could be from anywhere in the world. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we did kind of postulate that she does have sort of an Italian type overtone to her, especially some of the words she uses, and I mean, basically her name, the cure name rather, Finale. I guess he's sneezing.
Ah, sorry.
I still see you talking, and I'm assuming you're sneezing.
Oh yeah, I'm in different timelines for you, but
Yes.
and in the picture from the toy, the 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 fruits parlor seems to be nowhere. Like it doesn't seem to be in a street. Let me find the picture. It doesn't seem to
Yeah.
be in a street. It seems it's like in a.
Well, I mean, it's not gonna match up perfectly in the thing, but
But maybe it's not like it's kind of like maybe in the little part that are like trees, maybe in a park or something.
well, you remember what I said? The visual there, the key visual they released that had the right paw up of the cat. I was wondering if it might be right behind that because it kind of looks similar in architecture.
It could be.
Yeah.
It could be. Let me just check one thing. Oh no.
Only one thing?
No. Uh, oh my god. I have a dual type energy fairy. Ding ding. Very cute, Gorochu. It's very red. And okay, I think another special thing, like another thing that we need to mention about Finale, is that she is.
Oh, just 1 second. Episode 12 is not when Takami's secret is revealed.
It's 13, isn't it?
14.
Yeah.
14.
13.
14.
13, Inu. Isn't it?
Oh, it is 13. You're
13. We don't know 14's title.
No, or yeah, we know 13's title, but we don't know the summary.
Yeah. And T has pointed out that the thing that Fennel has the shape of a delicious stone, and it's kind of the same shape that Rosemary had. The delicious stone that Rosemary had, Rosemary had it like reversed in the first episode.
Yeah, I just didn't know if that was
Okay.
a stone though.
Yeah, Rosemary
seems to
has
be
a
like a-
heart in his. Rosemary's stone is this one.
No, I meant Fennel's. It seemed like it was like a.
No, yeah.
Decoration
What I'm
more than
saying is
anything.
like Rosemary has something. I'm trying to find a picture. He has something in the same spot, but it's like a heart.
Yeah, it's
thing.
a full
I'm trying
heart.
to find
Yeah.
it, but I'm not being
I
able
mean,
to find
it's part of military dress. I don't know what it's called, but
Yeah, they are like kingdom warriors. So they're like fighting for the
Kingdom
kingdom
Warrior.
and everything. I don't know, like the Cook Kingdom warriors or something. So they are fighting for the order, or I don't know. I'm trying to find a Rosemary. Oh, here. This is like this is what Rosemary has in the same spot that Fennel has his. So it's not Rosemary's Delicious Stone, but it might be Fennel's Delicious Stone. So if Fennel has one, he has the power to fight as well. Just like Rosemary did in the first episode. They're not as strong as Cures.
Fighting is not the important part. The important part is that he can go between worlds.
Yeah. Yes. So yeah, this is in this Rosemary picture. Thank you, T, for sending me this. This is perfect. You can see both.
Yeah.
You can see his delicious stone, and you can see the heart.
Yeah.
Pyro, remind me, please, after the stream. I always forget. Sorry. But you can see both of them at the same place.
Yeah, I just didn't know if that was one or not, because it's kind of not really a key visual, but it's if it was like a really close up, high HD looking key visual, then maybe. See, even in that picture right there, the heart's kind of drawn really crappy.
Oops. Sorry, I moved my table. How did I have
Good job.
enough power to do this? Yeah, because Rosemary's Delicious Stone. Where is it?
Well, I mean, when they do
picture.
when they do a close-up key visual, it's drawn correctly. But when it's in this perspective view, it's not. It's drawn like a little teardrop looking thing.
Yeah, but it's very. I have this somewhere. When it breaks, it's half of a heart, but this is not a good perspective.
Yeah, I'm not disputing that fact.
Yeah, I'm just trying to show that, but I can't find a good picture.
Just sometimes you have to be careful about that because they're not. If it's not like a key visual, that it's not drawn. It doesn't take a lot of time to draw it.
Lapel pin. Okay, so this is Rosemary's Delicious Stone. It's half of a heart. I wonder if there was like someone else that had the other half. Because Takami's gonna have both, like he's gonna have a full heart as his Delicious Stone. At least that's what it looks like. Because we haven't seen it up close, but when you look at it from a distance, it's clearly a heart shape.
Yeah, the only problem with that is though, if both of them have that little stone-looking thing on the two halves, it's not the same design as what's on his hat. It only has one little
Yeah,
jewel-looking
yeah,
thing.
but what I'm saying is that his delicious stone is not gonna come from rosemary, and it's probably not gonna come from fennel either because it's a different shape. It's
Yeah,
gonna come
I
from
know.
somewhere
It's
else.
and of course the title says, secret, blah blah blah. I get that.
Yeah, there is also the secret part of it,
And I mean that just brings into question like where does Amane's device come from? Is it some sort of pendant that she had,
and
or does it just appear? You know,
look,
I would hope it.
there's another thing. He has a heart shaped delicious stone. Amane's transformation device is heart shaped as
It's
well.
heart shaped. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Takumi. I'm sorry. You're gonna lose your delicious stone for Amane to become a cure. I'm so sorry, baby. That's the destiny.
I don't think they would be that lazy with writing.
That's the destiny of a guy in PreCure.
That's pretty
No,
thin.
I'm joking. This is not gonna happen. This is not gonna happen.
I'm gonna have to stop you right there from
No.
jumping off that cliff.
Oh yeah. So he also sent this, which is a there are like two heart chains, and both of them together form a heart. This is usually used by friends or BFFs. This might be a joint kind of thing. Maybe rosemary and fennel. I think it's rosemary and the shadowed figure. That I believe that that shadowed figure has the other half of the heart, whoever that is, and we don't know the origins of Takumi's powers either. And does Takumi have some sort of relationship to Amane, or no?
I don't know. I mean, the one theory I just put out there is that they're basically brother and sister, but then that kind of blows out of the water the brother and sister of the Bundodo gang. So
Yeah, but
hopefully there's
but
not one big happy
but
family. But
yeah, exactly. Like from that, for all we know for from Takumi is that he is Yui's childhood friend. So that means that he is in Oishina town since he was a child.
yep,
And we also see his mother. And his mother is someone who has kind of like an inn in Oishina town. So she probably is someone who has been living in Oishina town since Takumi was younger, or even prior to that. So we don't really know much about it. We don't really know much about Takumi's family, but maybe she is not. Maybe she's kind of like an adoptive mother, or she took Takumi in, and he's not like biologically her son and their family, but there's also another family to Takumi that we don't know, and there's where this magic comes from, or the magic part comes from his father. I don't know.
oh,
Or it doesn't come from anywhere and he just earns this power like a PreCure does. It could be possible too. But he has a secret. And we don't know what that secret is. Maybe he doesn't know what the secret is either.
very possible.
Maybe the secret is being kept from him. And there's another thing that we saw in magazine scans. We saw, like, when we saw Black Pepper in magazine scans for the first time, we see him kind of like going off against Narcistoru. And we haven't seen Narcistoru attack yet. Like, the girls haven't seen him. So he is probably going to attack after Amane becomes purified. And that's when Takumi is going to start acting as Black Pepper, maybe? After, like, maybe episode. Because, like, we don't know episode 13 if that means that he's going to become Black Pepper in 13, or if it's like, or if he's going to become Black Pepper after. We don't know. Like, we don't know when this is going to happen, or if he is already Black Pepper and we don't know. Like, he's acting in secret. That's why he's sleepy.
I think it's neutral enough language that it's ambiguous. You could interpret it two different ways. But I mean, I think it's pretty much obvious that he's going to. It's almost like how Mass Muse showed up, right? They thought she was an enemy at first, and then she's not, and then they try to figure out who she is, and
Are they going to play the
shenanigans.
Sailor Moon card? Like, is Precious gonna see Black Pepper and not know that he is Takumi?
No,
Is
but
that gonna happen?
it would be funny if she just walks up to him and just calls him by name. He's like, "No, the name is Black Pepper."
Oh God. Secret Big Brain, yes. I would love if Secret is actually Go Dots. Like, that would have been such a boss move. I
Well,
would love that.
she does know all of his preferences,
Yeah.
but
And
that doesn't mean anything.
if that's the case, like, it's her own preferences, and she's doing everything because she just loves eating, and
Well,
she
she
wants.
seems to like the same preferences as him, but that could just
Yeah.
be brown nosing.
Yeah, and that could just be like her trying to please him because there, like, this is a kind of like a tradition in PreCure. Uh,
Well, whatever it is, like Amane honestly believes that she must do this for him, period, as if it's like a debt.
and there is the other thing about him, which is the empty throne. There is nothing in Godot's throne. Like,
Yeah. Well, I mean, didn't he lose? He lost his body, didn't he? That's the reason he's doing all this.
I don't remember. Did he?
I don't remember.
I don't remember details.
I may be mixing it with Healing Good.
Yeah, because I remember what's the name of the Healing Good villain? He was defeated
Yeah,
by
King
the original
Byogen.
Cure Earth, and then he lost his body, but he kept like his
King
energy.
Byogen.
King Byogen, yeah.
King.
But I don't know about Godots. I don't remember if they mentioned anything specific about him. But
Well,
he,
the funny thing I told you that I know will never happen, but that it would be sort of like the Wizard of Oz. Don't pay attention to the man behind the curtain.
yeah,
I mean, it does look like the Throne of Oz right there.
yeah, it does because there is nothing, and like every time GENTLU says like, "Oh, I need to do this for Godots," there is not like they always show nothing. They show this or they show a screen. Like they're purposefully trying to hide his identity. Like they almost always do this with villains in general in PreCure. Like
Well, there's a lot of theater that goes on with the Bundodo gang. There's a lot of theater that goes on,
yeah,
and if Narcister seems to be smart enough to make this cool looking retro bento box looking thing. I don't know what it's called,
not
but
smart enough. He kept on working on that for 9 episodes. He is kind of slow, like the
well,
rest of the
just
people from
hiding
this
his
show.
yeah, because he wants to get everyone else to do his work for him. but
No, I'm just
but
joking.
but I mean, if he could do that, maybe he's smart enough to make something that would serve as a puppet for his bidding,
Yeah,
so
and
he could get the others to do what he wants them to do.
yeah, and that is what he did with Amani, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that he couldn't be doing it with this too, if that's what it is.
Yeah, but like
That would be a super twist too, because we've never had a supposed boss turn out to not be a boss.
yeah,
Like there never was a boss.
yeah. I mean, there was uh, Labyrinth, like
Yeah, but
like
I mean
there
that
was
was
a
still he was still the boss. Yeah,
yeah, and
a straw man is what I'm talking about. Something that doesn't exist.
yeah,
We've never had that,
yeah. The B
which
stands
goes
for
with the
bald.
theme of the.
That's a bald head. Yeah. Godots is doing this because he is a bald man, and that sometimes can take a toll on you. By the way, they were trying to pass not a law, but like a bald man here in Brazil tried to uh, persecute someone for calling him bald on work, and said that it was like hate speech, and that's actually Godots. That's actually Godots.
I cannot tell a lie.
Oh
I'm
God.
sorry, but you have no hair on your head. The only word in the English language to describe that as bald.
Yeah. Oh my god! Like you're putting an even bigger target on your back by doing this. I'm sorry. Like this is gonna be your whole personality from now on. The bald man that does not want to be called bald. That's
Well,
what
I mean,
Godots is
it's not
trying to
like you
do.
can't. It's not like you can't not notice it, you know.
Yeah, I mean there are hair implants nowadays, or
Yeah, but I mean,
you can
yeah, but I
use
mean, you
fillings,
made the decision to shave it off. I mean,
or it fell off.
it's different if you've got leukemia or something like that. But I mean,
But this person probably doesn't have hair, like for reasons, you know.
I mean, it's not an insult. It's a
Yeah,
it's a
exactly,
it's a descriptive
exactly.
word.
Ah, this is so funny. I'm sorry. I would like to know this person.
I mean, it's like saying that you look nice and like, fuck you. I'm not. I don't look nice.
Yeah, you're hating
I
me
mean,
for that. Godats is gonna be a smooth black cat man. No, Godats is Secretoru. This is my theory now. This is my go-to theory for this season. Just like King Byogen is Latte's father. I still believe
God.
that theory. He was a big dog.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that if that had turned out to be true, the community would have like lost their shit.
That was a good theory. No, there are two theories now. Kome Kome is Yui's grandmother reincarnated, and Secretoru is Godats. Those are the two theories.
I don't know. Like I said, just lots of theater going on with that side of the equation.
Yeah. Kim Gyogen did have a whole dog form for no reason. Yeah. He was just trying to look sexy for Shindoine, I think. I remember there was a part of the like I don't know if it was a part of the fandom or just a fan saying that he was a sexy dog. I was like, okay.
I don't know where you read that because I definitely didn't see it.
Well, I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh God. Anyway, next week we are going to have this week we're gonna have Spicy's solo attack.
Yep.
And I wonder.
She'll be solo as well by herself for a while.
Yeah, probably her and Rosemary like get going in together. So
I like how the description, the synopsis, actually put shade on Yui and Lan. Like, yeah, it said that they have to score less than 40 points and they'll take remedial classes or whatever.
And they did.
Then it said, as expected, Lan and Yui.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
It's like you didn't have to add that phrase there to do that.
But they did. And I mean, it's gonna be a funny moment. It's not funny, but it's gonna be an interesting moment. We had a moment with Yui and Amane, and now we're gonna have a moment with Kokone and Amane. And next episode,
I'm curious.
probably
You know,
Amane.
hey, wait. By the way, we may at the very end of this episode, because they've been leaving the trail to the next one at the very end. We may know how they find out the identity of GENTLU, because 13 does say they find out the
12.
Excuse me, 12.
Yeah, 12. The synopsis for 12 starts as
it's the very first
they already
few words.
know GENTLU is Amane. Like that's how it, you know.
Well, it says they learn it, but I mean, it could be that they learned it previously.
It could be at the start of 12. It could be at the end of 11. So it's definitely going to happen this week or next week. I want to know
now. Now the question is: does GENTLU have the same remorse that she did in episode 10 in episode 11? Because obviously she's going out to do it again.
Oh, I think the glimpses of the real Amane are gonna keep on happening.
Yeah. Well, she looked pretty stressed out at the end of 10.
Yeah. But that's definitely gonna happen because it's wearing off. So
Oh, do we know? Do we have a theory of what the purple stuff is? Like for me, it's got to be like anti Hoka Hoka Hearts, whatever.
yeah, I think it's just dark energy, like in general. Like it's the power of Godots, whatever
Well,
that
whatever it
is.
is, takes the taste away from food. So
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
rot energy. I don't
yeah.
know.
Inu, Precure fan want to know your thoughts on finale.
Which particular thoughts? Like how she looks, or her phrases, or
He says transformation and attack wise, which is something we don't have yet.
we don't
So
have the attack. The transformation is fairly interesting in the way that she phrases her phrases. Um, do you have that available? I know I've got
oh
it
god,
somewhere.
it's in our chat, but it's like 2 months ago, so it's gonna be like 1 hour to find it.
Yeah, I mean, I know I've got it somewhere, but I don't have it pulled up. But I do know that she talks about.
She says a
To me,
lot of things
to
in her
me it sounds
transformation.
like she's saying to me in the one part of it, she sounds like she's saying Favide Sosa, I think, or something like that. But some people say that it's uh like fabulous soda.
Yeah, that's what
I
I
think it's
understood for the
Favi.
first time.
And I think it's I mean, I think that's what it says, which is an Italian word.
Fabulosa.
Uh, Fabulosa, yes.
Yeah, which means fabulous
Yeah.
in lots of languages.
Well, I mean, the root seems to come from. Yeah, the root seems to come from Italian.
Yeah, it depends on how you
Just
write.
like finale.
It's
Just
probably
like
Latin.
finale.
Yeah,
Well, all languages derive from Latin, but
not all, but
all Western languages derive from Latin.
okay, not all. I'm gonna be the person to say not all,
But
because native Brazilian languages are still Western languages, like the uh, native Brazilian
well, I
people.
mean,
You know what I mean? Doesn't
they're not
matter.
gonna do
Let's
like a whole
let's go
new.
back to
Yeah,
finale.
they're gonna give her at least a cultural identity, like they did the other three.
Maybe, yeah,
So
maybe.
I'm just thinking that it's somewhere like Mediterranean is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think that she's going to be like world world. You know, so she's gonna represent the world because like fruits, like you can get fruits everywhere, and I think that there must be uh, an amount of fruits that would represent like the whole world, you know, not like specific places like the other three. I don't know. It's
I don't
kind
know.
of
The competto is pretty specific.
it is. But the fruits, it yeah, I don't we don't know which fruits she's gonna have, but yeah, it's kind of hard to pinpoint because maybe they're gonna give her a different edge over the others. So that's why I'm saying that she might not have the cultural aspect that the others do.
Yeah,
Hello,
and
Delisa.
we don't know if Oishina Town has other areas of different. Well, we
Yeah,
do actually. We do.
yeah.
The
There's the
episode
Latin
one.
American street that is, for now, it's closed. Come on, save those recipes. We need that open. We need that open
And
right
need my
now.
burrito.
Come
Give me
on.
my
We
burrito.
need churrasco.
There was a burrito recipe. There actually was. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, come on. We need the brigadeiro recipe too. So, do you have any more thoughts on finale?
Uh,
Her
I mean, to me,
design?
to
I
be
don't know.
honest, I think she's lilac. So purple.
Do you think she's a lilac cure?
Yes.
Oh my god, the color wars. I'm gonna bring Inu to the color wars.
No, I'm saying like everyone says she's a white cure. I don't think that's the case.
I
I think it's lilac. These are very low quality drawings, and
They are, yeah.
The same thing happens with every time.
I am team
So,
white right now. Hashtag team white right now. I believe she's gonna be white. I
but who
mean,
knows? They may come out with a 20th anniversary book and put her under rainbow. I don't know.
yeah, that can happen, and they can put her under purple as well. You know, as surprising as that may be, I don't trust Toy Animation to do the color categorization at
I don't
all.
think we've ever had a dark, like black-haired cure turned blonde. I don't think we've had that.
I don't think we do either.
We've had Asami who turned blonde to purple, and
Yeah,
then there was Mana who turned from pink
pink to
to
blonde. Yeah,
yeah. So
but
I don't
yeah,
think we've ever had anything like that.
yeah. I love Amane's design. She reminds me a lot of Cardcaptor Sakura's Tomoyo. Like
Oh,
not super close, but like she kind of resembles Tomoyo to me. So I love her design because I love Tomoyo.
in
Uh,
her civilian form? Is that
yeah,
what you were saying?
yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't really like the costume that she wears.
Well, to be fair, it's still a preliminary. I mean, it's a little tiny pixel. I think
No,
if
no,
it,
no. It's not.
you may like
It's
it when it has more details.
no. It's the
Bro,
same
these are
costume that
both.
she wears in the show right now.
I'm talking about her cure form. I'm not talking about that. No,
I'm
I'm not
talking
talking
about
about that.
I'm talking about the human form.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say the cure form is like really small,
Oh
very low
yeah,
detail.
yeah. Yeah, we can
This was the
see.
first episode that she got like really good detail put on her.
Yeah, episode 10 was very beautiful. Like visually, it was stunning.
She looks really short, but like there was somebody that one of my followers pointed out that like she's actually the tallest of the three, of the four, rather.
Really, Amane?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
But
Where
but if you look at her, she looks the shortest.
she does? Is she the tallest? Like when
But
she
then
was
again,
side by
she's probably at
side
least a year.
with Iran.
They put them side to
Yeah, she's
side
taller
on the
than
height.
Nun. She's a little taller than Nun.
Ron is the shortest, and then Kokone, then Yui, then now I'll have to go find it. But someone put him on a height chart, like sometimes they post, the centimeter height chart.
No, Kokone is the tallest, not Yui. I remember that, but was
Or
she
maybe
on the
that was
chart?
reversed, but
I
they
don't
all
think she
four
was on
were
the chart.
they were all four on the chart.
But Amani
But
was on
yes,
the chart
someone
too?
yeah, the same person pointed this scene out as well. That yeah, Amane is taller than Ron, and
But
then
that,
they
like, I mean, yeah, we can't judge by this scene. Because if you look
yeah.
at this, like, she is very little. Like, the difference between them is very little. And the difference between Kokone and Dan is like 10 centimeters. So, I don't know.
I'll have to find it, but it did show that she was the tallest.
Yeah.
I don't know how they figured that out, but
Yeah, because I think that the height of the three girls and their cure forms is official. I don't know about the others.
I don't know. I'd have to look.
Yeah, I don't know either, but I don't know. I'm kind of doubting this information because I still think Kokone might be the tallest, but it doesn't really matter because what matters is that her civilian form is very cool. I really like the hair, and the tiara as well.
Is that a tiara or is it a hairband? I think it's a hairband.
Does it, are they,
I've seen that same design in
what's
a
the
couple of other
difference?
anime. Well, a tiara is like royal. You talking about Are you still talking about the human form or the cure
The human
form?
form. The human form.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a hairband. I've seen that same design in other animes.
It's because in Portuguese we call hairband tiara.
Oh, okay. So in other Western societies, it's tiara is more associated with like a royalty type
Okay.
thing. I think. I mean, I don't think people go around at school saying, "Hey, do you like my tiara?" They say
Yeah,
hairband.
it's because we have
Yeah.
the same word for both. Like in Brazil, like there's no
Yeah.
difference. I mean,
At least
there
I mean, at least
is.
when I was in school, nobody said that. It may be different now.
Hello, Crystal. Tiara is 3D dimensional. No, tiara is 3D dimensional hairband. Tiara is 3D dimensional. I don't understand. Tiara is 3D. Dimensional hairbands are flat. Okay, that might be a thing. That might be a thing. Yeah, because in Brazil we have tiara, and travessa. I don't know. I'm confused now with the terminology. But What I am saying is that the thing that she has in her head, the hairband, uh, it's in the logo of the show, and does it mean something
The diamond shaped,
else?
yeah, I pointed that out. The diamond shapes are there. I think there's only 4 of them, and that has 5. I don't know what that means, but it may not
It's
mean
probably the
anything.
way it's drawn, I think. No, there are 4 in the logo.
That's what I just said.
Oh,
I said there's
okay.
4 in the logo, 5 on her head. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But it's probably like bigger than that. We just don't see it, or no.
I mean, like I said, I think it's just a hairband because it kind of looks like it's parting her hair where her bangs are.
I'm trying to find like more pictures of it. Yeah, because it probably continues like it's probably longer than 5. Like it's just the 5 visible ones. So I don't think like there's like a difference between 4 or 5. Like
Well, yeah, it probably goes up under her hair at
yeah,
some
yeah,
point.
because like maybe they put 4 of them in the logo so that it looks better,
Or to hint for cures, I don't know.
or to hint for cures as well. Maybe, maybe. So now another question, another very important question for you and
What?
for everybody in the chat. When will finale debut?
I'm thinking they're probably gonna do it a little bit later this time. They begin in shorter and shorter, but I don't think you can get much shorter than, what was it, 17 last
17
time?
was Lemaire, right?
Yeah. But it's always been 18, 19, 20, 21, right in there.
Yeah, it's been getting like earlier and earlier, but like Tropical-Rouge still has Tropical-Rouge still has the fact that it was supposed to be a shorter season, so like they probably wanted to put her out. It was supposed to be a shorter season from the get go, so they probably wanted to put it out earlier. And then there's another thing that is important to remember: the mid season cure has to be released with the toys. So since Delicious Party, since Tropical started later, the toys like
Yeah, I
the
think that has to
release.
be June 18th is the toy expose, I think.
Yeah, so like the dates won't wait for the episodes to come out. So like in terms of like Lemaire, so they had to bring her
Well, if you
earlier.
remember Earth, they put out the harp
Yeah,
well way before that
yeah,
happened.
but that did not happen with Delicious Party. Like Delicious Party is changing the date of the release of the toys because they did not release the Heart Juicy Mixer uh, when it was supposed for the episode to air. Because of the hiatus, they seemed to postpone it a little bit because it should have been released like a month earlier than it was, you know, and because the episode should have aired a month earlier than it did. So will
Uh,
something happen? Like will Finale's toys wait like the Heart Juicy Mixer, or will they be released earlier like Earth?
I don't know. I haven't seen any toy patent things come through
Yeah,
unless I missed it.
well there are the transformation item and the weapon. Like they are already listed, so we already know her name. So oh
Huh,
yeah, we had
wait,
Man Man
wait, when
as
did
well. Hmm.
when did we get those?
It was
The pet?
listed like a week ago,
Well,
two
that's
weeks
news to
ago.
me. I didn't see that.
No,
No,
you didn't. That she's gonna have a
because
sword.
no, because Lance didn't usually sends it to me.
You didn't see that.
So
I'm
if I
gonna have
didn't see it,
like only the name came out. Like
oh, okay. I was like, no
there wasn't
way.
a picture of the toy. You know,
And
like
this was
there's
off.
nothing.
And this was off the trademark bot.
No, no.
Okay,
It was it was
that's why I didn't see it.
it was in the website. It was in one of the websites already. You know, Man Man came around when Yum Yum was supposed to debut. So that means that they're probably waiting for Finale's date to come to release the toys. And Yeah,
Either I saw it and didn't think it was credible.
maybe. Well,
I'm, I
no,
mean,
I'm gonna
lots
find it
of people
here
post
just to share.
lots of people post stuff out off the wall, so kind of have to filter it.
I don't know where is it. Where it is now. I don't know. I'm gonna find it. And I'm gonna share it with you later. Uh, her toy comes out in June. That's when pre-order is gonna be out. Okay, so we are gonna see her soon. We're gonna see her soon. I mean,
Um,
June is very close, so we're gonna see her soon.
yeah, I don't remember anything being said about a sword.
It's a fluorette.
Oh, that.
Yeah,
I remember now.
it's her weapon. We have the name of the weapon and the transfer. I don't remember the transformation device name, but it's kind of like something fruit, heart. I don't know. It's fruit themed and the weapon. So if we're gonna see finale in June, it's gonna be around 17 or 18. That is very weird to me. That is very weird because the Hard Juicy Mixer debuted in episode 10, so we're gonna have like seven episodes for Hard Juicy Mixer. It's very like it feels very early, and I don't know. Did we ever have a weapon that was like showcased in the show this early and then put to rest this early?
I don't know.
Because it like that's the thing that's making me wonder, like that's making me believe that finale will debut a little later just because of the Hard Juicy Mixer, because we have the Hard Juicy Mixer in episode 10 and then finale in 17, so we are gonna have like 7 episodes for Hard Juicy Mixer only, and Hard Juicy Mixer isn't even premiering the group attack already, so I don't know. It just feels a little weird. But I would like for her to come in episode 17 or 18 because I'm very curious for her. I really want to see more of her. I really want to see finale already. Really do. Heart Fruit Pendant. Yes, Heart Fruit Pendant is the name of her transformation device. So it's a pendant. It's a
Well, yeah, we knew that.
yeah, but what we didn't really connect that to the discussion we had, because pendants like Rosemary has a pendant. The delicious stone wasn't a pendant, and maybe other delicious stone wielders also use it as a pendant or something. I would like to see Rosemary being the one to kind of like help Amane become a cure. I would like to see that. Since we don't see Rosemary fighting anymore, maybe his
Never
delicious
mind.
stone can trigger something for her.
Never mind. I remember this now. We were talking about the go-go attack as well.
Yes, yes.
I just forgot
Oh god.
because we haven't been talking about it, so I just forgot.
Yeah. The juice matches the hack release. Yeah, it does. Let's let's see. I think when it comes to her toys, we're gonna see them in like 15 days maybe, or a little like 20 days. In 20 days something.
Oh yeah,
We're gonna see
it
them.
leaked on the Collectibles site
Yeah.
again.
Oh god. There's the leak of her transformation. Yes. The transformation that we see in the toy might not be the
Oh,
same in the show.
it ain't gonna be nowhere near close. The phrasing will be, but
Yeah, but the effect of the fruits might also be present in the transformation. I would like to see her slicing the fruits in the transformation. That would be very cool to see. And since she does
given how
not,
they arrange on given how they arrange on her dress, it probably is.
maybe, but I think she will have more of a um, uh, how's the word? A transformation that is like posh. What is the word on that? You help me with that.
What are you looking for?
If I knew
Posh.
the word, I would help you. I would say the word. So you have to read my mind.
Well, I'm sorry, but I don't want to get anywhere near your mind.
Where are your Jean Grey powers?
Posh. I mean, there's a lot of words that are posh.
Elegant. That's what I was trying to say.
That is not close to posh. What the hell?
What?
That's
What?
the complete
Obvious.
opposite.
Obviously it is. T read my mind. Look at that. T was able to read my mind. Thank you, T. Yeah, posh is something posh is elegant, isn't it? Isn't it a
Not
synonym?
not the way that I've heard it used.
I mean, posh spice. Posh
Oh,
spice was elegant. T is on it. T is the actual Jean Grey. T is the actual Jean Grey. See? But yeah, so yeah, I think her transformation is going to be very elegant. That's how I
um,
believe it's gonna play out. So I was thinking like slicing fruits, but no, I think she's gonna be like a bride in her transformation. You know, like very elegant and
oh,
like
hold on. I
walking.
think I can.
What?
I was gonna say, like, I think she uses that sort of that phrasing in her transformation speech.
Eleganto. Elegantoni. There's the one image with the purple Campeto and the rainbow Campeto around it. I wonder if it's from the heart fruit pendant. I think there is there were some Campeto sprites on the pendant on the hard to sim on the watch. I think I'm not sure. Not sure. Hello, Ildo. How are you? I just know I'm very excited. I'm very hyped for finale. I think she's gonna be a great addition to the team, and it's just I was really hoping that Tatezaki would work, either on her transformation or her attack, or like maybe her minor attack or something.
And on that note, please don't ask animators stuff like that.
What?
Don't, like, someone asked in publicly to him, "Did you work on Amane's cure transformation?"
Oh,
Don't ask
please,
animators
come
that.
on. Those are
That's
people that are working on the show. Like we are fans. We're nowhere near the show, so we're
and
fans. We're theorizing.
I'm just gonna tell you that most of those animators, they do is basically draw the blueprint for the storyboard. They don't really, they're not gonna know what it looks like, pretty much.
Yeah, and they don't make any decisions at all. They just follow orders.
Well, sometimes they're allowed a free reign for creativity, but
No, no,
it
no,
depends on the
no.
director.
What I'm saying is, like
Yeah.
maybe they can animate kind of like the way they want to. But what I'm saying is like they have no saying on the plot of the show, on like
Oh yeah, no, they don't make any
the
writing
writing of the
decisions.
show, and like they like you're gonna draw this, and that's what they have to do. Like they don't have any saying like, oh, I don't think this scene matches the character, or I don't think this is a good thing to put here. No, they can't do that. They just have to do their work, you know. So I don't know.
Yeah, here it is. Fruits, fabulosa, sharing energy, toppings, brilliant, sharing more. And it says gentle knee, so I'm assuming that means gently.
Yeah,
Gorgeous knee,
gentle
gorgeously.
knee, gorgeous knee. Yeah,
Sakiho, blooming sweetness. Pure finale.
yeah. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be very different from the others. I think she will sell the Sweet Holic line for sure. Maybe her bottle of sweets is gonna be colored, like lots of colors, or maybe
Yeah,
purple.
there is some. There are some. Isn't there the line where they have the bottles
Yeah,
of candy?
yeah,
Yeah.
they do. There are
Oh,
like
that might be where they were going with that.
there are three different bottles of candies. I think not bottles. Like there's a bottle like kind of look like Competo. There's another one that looks like a toothpaste kind of thing, like it's a small one that kind of looks like toothpaste. I don't know what that is, but that's a sweet as well. And there's another one that looks like little candies. Her cure name, Euro, is Cure Finale. They probably signed
Yeah.
NDAs. Oh my god, poor them. Poor
Oh,
babies. Hello,
yeah,
David.
of course. But I mean, like, I mean, they get anxious just the same as we do. They would love to tell, what they did,
Yeah.
but
And in when it comes to Delicious, it has been postponed. So like he worked on the GENTLU animation for a while from episode 10, and he probably was very excited for us to watch it, but he couldn't say
yeah,
anything. So
yeah. He told me that like he wasn't sure if it was episode 10, but
oh,
he was confident that that was what it was.
mm-hmm.
So he made, but so he put in his tweet like that he thought that that was the one that it was going into.
Yeah.
But this was probably 7 months ago or something like that.
Yeah, and then he had to wait even more for it to get out.
Yes,
Come on.
yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
that must have been
He was.
tough.
Yeah, yeah. He wanted to say so much, but
Yeah.
got to keep the surprise.
Yeah,
And
and
that bank was very. That was a really good. That was a
that was
really
very
really
good.
good.
Tatezaki really
Yeah.
rocked it. I really love
Yeah.
the Gentlu summon animation. It looks very cool.
Yeah, I love his close up dynamic shots that he
Yeah,
does.
they're always very expressive, and there's always the the anticipation of getting something like that out. So that must have been very exciting. That must have been a very exciting day for him. I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and then I think he told me I think he said something about, oh, it was just like a 15, or I think he said 15 seconds worth, and oh, it's over. I'm like, yeah, but it'll last forever.
Exactly. It will.
Yeah,
It
we'll
will.
we'll always remember that.
And it will probably. It won't appear in the show for a long time because we know that she's gonna get purified soon. But it already made the impact it needed to. And I
Yeah.
think she's gonna have a different transformation theme than the others.
And I mean, even if he said he doesn't work on the transformation, I mean, there still is attacks. There still are other things. So you never
Imagine if he
know.
was able to work in a transformation. That would be very cool.
He worked on no, he worked on attacks recently. I don't think he's done a transformation in a while.
He worked on Sailor Moon Eternal. Come on,
Well, yeah,
that's
okay.
huge.
Well, I'm talking about PreCure.
Yeah,
No, he worked on the attacks, not the transformations.
yeah, and the attacks of Sailor Moon Eternal.
Yeah.
That's what I'm.
He worked on Mars, Jupiter, and
Mercury.
Mercury's.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Very
second,
cool.
the Rhapsody, the
Yeah,
Flame Sniper, and
yeah.
the
Mars
Oak
was
Evolution.
the best. Oh my god.
Oh man,
the
yeah, I
best.
asked him a ton of questions about that, and he told me like how he referenced the older material and how he thought that, like the way that it was, how it closed in, like from the frontal view when she's pulling the bow back,
Uh huh.
like yeah, it closes in on her face. Again the dynamic close-up shot.
Yeah. Very cool.
Same thing happened with Aqua Rhapsody as well. I can't remember if it did it in Oak Evolution.
No,
There's
it
not
did
really
not.
much.
Oak Evolution was
There's
very
not much
bad.
really you can do to improve on
Yeah,
that
Oak Evolution.
one.
Like I really like. I wish they would have changed that animation like they did with Aqua Rhapsody, but they kept the '90s animation, and there's nothing special that you can do with that attack with that specific animation. Like I really hope that they choreographed a new one for that attack. I think
Yeah.
Finale's symbol is a heart.
It probably is.
I think it's a
There
heart
is,
because
on the juicy mixer there is a heart there. I don't know if that just is the group attack or if it's something that
yeah,
comes
it's
later.
probably going to be a group
But
attack. But
yeah,
yeah, we can see like the transformation device is heart shaped. There's a heart in her chest as well. And no one has a heart as a symbol in this season. So that's like, if it's not the main character, it's probably the mid-season cure that is like the other special one. So
yeah, and it's a heart shape. So what does that represent? Because we have, triangle for Yui, circle for So what is a heart shape? Is it like a peach or something? I don't know. That's a fruit.
I think that I think it's gonna try to embody the feeling of eating, not exactly one specific type of food like the other girls. I think it's gonna be hers is gonna be a little bit more abstract than the other three. I think. I would for now I would give her design a 9. I really love it. I mean, after seeing it in the show, it might be more, might be less, but for now, I would say I would give her a 9. I really love her full design. Where is it?
Well, I
Here.
know that like the mid-season cure gets a lot of focus when it comes to animating. So
Yeah, she's
I
gonna
mean,
look very pretty in the show.
it's probably done the same time they're doing the other ones. Uh, so I think it's gonna be, good because it's the thing that you anticipate the most.
Yeah,
So it's not like they're lazy about it.
yeah, I agree. Anything, Inu? Do you have anything else to add? I'm feeling sleepy. The meds are kicking in, I think.
Meds.
Not the meds. I took one anti-allergic med, and they usually make you
Oh,
drowsy.
dihyphamine chloride.
I don't know what they have in
No,
them.
I really don't. I'm just wondering what the whole cat thing has to do with everything.
The one thing tying them is Yui's experience with the cat in episode 2.
Yeah, it seems to basically tie between that and her grandmother.
Yeah. So okay, basically this stream we can summarize this stream into theories. One of them, Kame Kame is Yui's grandmother, and two, Secretoru is Godot's.
Well, she may have a connection to Komi Komi. I don't think she is Komi Komi.
No, that's our theory. That is our theory. Yui's grandmother is Kame Kame.
I
I'm
never
sorry.
said that.
I have to do this.
Well, you can go plunge to your death on that cliff on your own. I never said that.
Kame Kame.
I said it's
is
interesting
Oyame.
that you can. I said it's interesting you can derive Komi Komi, the kanji, Komi, excuse me, the kanji
Yeah.
from her name.
I know, Inu, but I have to say this. If I don't say this, it's no fun.
Yeah, for those that came later, like her grandmother's name was dropped in episode 7, and if you take it, you can derive the kanji for rice, same as same as kome, but it's an archaic way of writing it, but it still is what it is.
It is what
So,
it is.
I mean, it could have been any other word, and it just happened to be that. So,
Yeah. Come on, Euro. Embrace K-pop. Blackpink is life. Anyways, babies, I think we're good for now. If we have more theories, we'll be sure to share. Damn, my eyes are super red. Damn it. Anyways, Ina, thank you for being here.
thank you for having me.
Yay. Thank you all for staying by. And everything we say here, obviously, are theories and our ideas. And some of them are a joke, like the Kome Kome joke. But, we're just here to have fun, and we're just here anticipating Cure finale. Anyways, babies, thank you for joining this stream once more. Inu, have a good night. Bye
You
bye.
too. Get better.
Bye bye, babies. Till next time.
Bye. Bye.